Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé Jasmine Pineda grows on viewers. 90 Day Fiancé cast member Jasmine Pineda is one of the most controversial stars to join the franchise in recent years. As much as viewers have to criticize about her, she also seems to be growing on a lot of fans at the same time, even those who started out not liking her. So what are fans saying about the Panamanian firecracker these days? There's no denying that struck gold when they cast Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda in 90 Day Fiancé scenes. Things have worked out so well in this regard that the network continues to bring the controversial pair back to film even more spin-offs. Jasmine Pineda has been a drama magnet from day one. All you need to do is stick a camera in front of her and chaos ensues. Sometimes she is the cause of it, and other times she is reacting to something that happened. But either way, she turns the dial up to 11 every single time. And it's one of her many quirks that keeps viewers coming back for more. Despite all of the drama and controversy that Jasmine Pineda brings to TLC scenes, it has interestingly become a quality that is surprisingly endearing for a lot of viewers. As much as she does get a lot of hate online, many of the people that criticize her also cannot help but love her at the same time. The one thing that Jasmine Pineda does on a consistent basis is entertain 90 Day Fiancé fans with all of her crazy, over-the-top antics. She may consistently annoy Gino Palazzolo and give him headaches. But at least from the perspective of viewers, she is certainly growing on a lot of people. As much as Jasmine Pineda provides endless opportunities to criticize and critique her and her antics, she is clearly having an effect on 90 Day Fiancé viewers, similar to a love/hate relationship. However, based on a lot of fan comments recently, a lot more people seem to love her these days, especially after several years of watching her storylines unfold. One commenter recently said, "She's crazy, but I know Jasmine is unhinged, but I fen love her." Another commenter chimed in, adding, "The way she didn't lift a finger to help with the tent, then hid inside and didn't say anything when Gino looked for her. Iconic lol." A third person added, "She's grown on me like crazy. I think she's funny and genuine. I think there are things twisted for the script/show, but when Gino's own family was like you are D-E-Toro-Bill-M, and it was highlighted how awful he is being to her. It's clear she's always acted out when he's been in a *** hole to her. I think he's way more withholding and cruel than we see." And she responds, "But when you see her with others, she's very kind and a hype girl, and it truly seems genuine." Or talking about her alligator stuffy haha. "I think she's got a big inner child who is just screaming for love." What do you think of Jasmine? Has she grown on you over the years? Let us know in the comments below. In the ever-expanding world of reality TV, few shows have garnered as much attention, controversy, and emotional investment from viewers as 90 Day Fiancé. Over the years, the TLC show has introduced a diverse cast of individuals, each with their own unique love stories, challenges, and cultural differences. Among the most notable and memorable stars of the show is Jasmine Pineda, a Panamanian beauty whose journey to love and self-discovery has captivated audiences since her debut on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days. At first glance, Jasmine may not seem like an obvious candidate to win over the hearts of viewers. With her bold personality, fiery temper, and unapologetic views, she initially rubbed some fans the wrong way. However, as the season progressed, it became evident that Jasmine was more than just a one-dimensional character. She was a woman grappling with vulnerability, personal growth, and the pursuit of true love. Slowly but surely, Jasmine Pineda grew on viewers, turning from a polarizing figure into one of the most interesting and dynamic personalities to watch on 90 Day Fiancé. The initial impression. When Jasmine first appeared on screen, she was introduced to the audience through her relationship with Gino Palazzolo, an American man who had traveled to Panama to meet her in person after several months of online communication. From the start, it was clear that Jasmine was not afraid to speak her mind. Her confident demeanor and sharp wit were initially off-putting to some fans, particularly when she expressed concerns about Gino's behavior or looked for reassurance about his reasons viewers struggled to connect with Jasmine in the early episodes was the seemingly dramatic nature of her relationship with Gino. She would often get upset over small things, like Gino's awkward behavior or the fact that he wasn't meeting her emotional needs in the way she hoped. To some, it seemed like Jasmine was too demanding, quick to judge, or overly emotional. However, these very traits were the building blocks of her character development throughout the show. Unmasking vulnerability. As the show went on, viewers began to see a different side of Jasmine. Behind her tough exterior was a woman who had been hurt before and was desperate for a deep, meaningful connection. It was clear that her past relationships had left emotional scars, and these unresolved issues made her wary of letting her guard down with Gino. However, as her relationship with him deepened, Jasmine started to show a vulnerability that viewers hadn't initially anticipated. In one memorable moment, Jasmine opened up about her fears of being abandoned or cheated on, revealing that her trust issues stemmed from painful experiences with her ex-partners. This raw honesty, combined with her willingness to confront her insecurities, made Jasmine more relatable to fans who had experienced similar struggles. In that moment, viewers began to see her not just as a fiery, intense woman, but as someone who, like so many others, was searching for love and acceptance. Cultural differences and growth. Another aspect of Jasmine's character arc that resonated with fans was her navigation of the cultural differences between her and Gino. As a woman from Panama, Jasmine had a different perspective on relationships, family, and even the roles of men and women in society. While Gino was adjusting to life in Panama, Jasmine was equally trying to understand Gino's American upbringing and the differences in their values. Jasmine's efforts to understand and embrace these cultural contrasts made her a more empathetic character. Her occasional frustration with Gino's cultural misunderstandings showed that she wasn't just looking for love. She was looking for someone who could appreciate her roots and respect her background. Viewers began to appreciate her complexity and how she approached these challenges with determination. What stood out was Jasmine's ability to communicate her needs, even when she didn't always get the response she expected. Her persistence in pushing for emotional depth in her relationship with Gino helped her stand out as a woman who wasn't just looking for a man to love her, but someone who would truly meet her on equal footing. Fans respected Jasmine for knowing her worth and not settling for anything less. Jasmine and Gino's dynamic. While the ups and downs of Jasmine and Gino's relationship were the focal point of the show, it was the way the couple's dynamic evolved that kept audiences invested. At first, Gino's odd quirks and sometimes misguided attempts at romance often clashed with Jasmine's fiery personality. Whether it was Gino's questionable gift-giving choices or his lack of understanding about certain cultural expectations, the pair's constant bickering became a hallmark of their relationship. Yet, as viewers saw, their dynamic wasn't purely antagonistic. Beneath the surface, there was a clear affection between the two, even though it was sometimes hard for them to express it in healthy ways. Jasmine's desire to be heard, understood, and respected began to gain more recognition from Gino, who eventually made genuine efforts to make amends when he made mistakes. This evolution of their relationship, marked by genuine apologies and sincere moments of connection, allowed viewers to see a side of Jasmine that was more tender and loving than what they initially perceived. Jasmine's journey of self-discovery. As 90 Day Fiancé continued to air, it was clear that Jasmine's journey was about more than just finding love with Gino. She was also on a path of self-discovery, facing her fears, navigating her insecurities, and coming to terms with who she was as an individual. Her story became one of empowerment as she learned to stand up for herself, express her emotions more effectively, and recognize that her worth wasn't defined by her relationships with others. Fans admired Jasmine's growth throughout the season, as she became less reliant on Gino for validation and more confident in her own identity. She began making decisions that were aligned with her personal values, even if it meant taking risks or challenging the status quo. Whether it was standing up to Gino about her expectations, or simply embracing the idea that she deserved someone who could love her unconditionally, Jasmine demonstrated a resilience that viewers could admire.